What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? This is Zero Nation, and for this video, not a video, for the live stream, I will be talking about Wandavision. I will be talking about the Black Superman, and I will talk about other DC news, sounds like Blue Beetle, stuff like that. If y'all got questions or anything else, like I could tell questions or answers that you probably could tell me about the WandaVision show, I'll be up to here. But the thing about me is, like, I think the WandaVision show is a C minus. It is an average show, in my opinion. But the thing is, it got some story problems, in my opinion. And some of the people, in my opinion, that was talking junk, about Wonder Woman 84, but they accept the plot holes in WandaVision is not consistent. People need to be consistent and keep the same energy, in my opinion. Because the thing about it, I think that, because, like, in my opinion, I think that some people, how can I say this? Some people bias towards Marvel, probably can get in the way. I think, in my opinion, because you can't be biased to one thing. You can't be biased to one brand and just pick out the bad stuff just from how can I say, WandaVision. And let me just try to um let me type it in. Oh shit. Shit. If you hear something, that's my family in the background. Uh, the YouTube, and just my family background, stuff like that. I just had to deal with something. And YouTube, um, excuse me, just people in the background, just my family. And because, in my opinion, um, I think that some of the stuff, in my opinion, WandaVision is more it is more like it's more like, in my opinion, not good storytelling in certain parts. Because you look at the show, it got more open out. It got more open out questions than answers. Because seeing like Mark Rambo didn't had a purpose, in my opinion. Because, in my opinion, if you're gonna make this show and make that show like this and like that, if you're gonna make it like a series and stuff, in my opinion, like you should do it. But in my opinion, that they have more questions than answers. I think, in my opinion, it sounds like for the Monica Rambo, I like her character, and if plus in this show, it her character was sound like developed a little bit. It sounded, in my opinion, like like in my opinion, who is that director man that's over Sword? Because that's what his division sucks. Because he can't keep nothing in check. Seems like he can't keep nothing in check. Because you look at the 8 episode, it seemed like he lied, in my opinion. And put in my opinion, right, I was Mike Rambo, Darcy, and put the FBI man Cho. I think I think FBI agent Cho. I think like that. And and plus, in my opinion, I could tell that man was lying from the beginning. But the thing like the marketing them just kind of figured it out. I'm not sure, but sure, but it's, and that's just in my opinion. And plus, in my opinion, right, and for my opinion, this is what the Wanda show. YouTube, excuse me. YouTube. I just had to get my dog right real quick. And plus, in my opinion, right, dealing with the WandaVision show, I think, in my opinion, I'm about to show y'all a picture of certain stuff that I had a problem with. So, like, in my opinion, so sound like, in my opinion, right, if you gonna have want to do this and do that, like in different stuff, in my opinion, at least make it make sense. Make it make sense. I think, in my opinion, because you gotta have a show, like that, in my opinion, make it make sense. Because like in Cause like in my opinion, right, if you're gonna have cause like in my opinion, if you gotta have Monica do this and Monica come in and use our powers a little bit and do for episode 8 of the WandaVision show, like I don't see nothing. I don't I don't see none of her character like in WandaVision, I think, in my opinion, which is bad. Cause like you gonna have if you gonna have this and have that going on, like I think, in my opinion, which don't make no oh shoot, wait a minute, not that. Shit. No shit. And and that just linked to the live stream just in case people don't try to click on and go out. And plus the I'm about to put in just my live stream link just my StreamYard link, just for everybody to come in who want to come in. Because, like in my opinion, if you got and these are the questions I have right now. If y'all can answer them, that's good. Because, like in my opinion, right, if you gotta wait this long just to get Wanda, just to go back in her history and just say how she got the power, which don't make no sense in my opinion, because you probably should have known that by now. Because you over 300 years old, you supposed to be a witch, one of the most powerful witches, and you thought it just been a legend, which don't make no sense in my opinion. Because you should be ready for everything. In my opinion, you should be ready for anything. Because like you for 300 years old, you're supposed to be the big bad of the show. And plus at the end, I understand the reason why. I understand the reason why she had the kids, but I think in my opinion that it was a bad look for her. I think in my opinion it was a bad look, but some people might not agree with me on that. But the thing is, it was a bad look for her, in my opinion. It was a real bad look. Because like you shouldn't be trying to take kids hostage because you scared of Wanda or herself because you know Wanda is not an evil witch, but she's evil herself. Seeing like she just an evil witch herself. Seeing like to me, because like if you gotta do the Wanda show like that towards the end, and just that added this question her and just have a kids hostage, she could have done that in last last episode, I think. Because the thing about it, my problem, my problem my problem right now with WandaVision is it is too many open out questions. I think it's too many questions, it is too many open out questions. I think in my opinion, because right, if you gotta have WandaVision just have a power boost to this episode and stuff like that without her knowing, and something like her creating a town just out of just out of her grief, which don't make no sense. I think in my opinion, and that's the problem. I think in my opinion, that's the big problem thing I had. Because like if you gotta show us all this backstory about her towards the end, which I don't have no problem with, because you try to figure out what's going on in one head, and but you just try to figure out, and but you gotta figure out is one doing this and doing that and stuff like that. I think in my opinion, that's good. But sound like in my opinion, if you gotta because like if you gotta have one division just doing all this mind bending and stuff like that, at least make it like a fight towards the end, and for this last episode, got a lot of work to do. Because the last episode, they got to close out the storyline. The for Marco Rambo sword, they got to figure out what got happened to her kids. I think, in my opinion, because you gotta do all that just to her kids, everything like just catch her kids because you gotta do all that to her kids. I think like that, and that gonna make her just even matter if her kids die because of you, and that gonna make the chaos magic go even farther. And plus, out, I found doing this thing sound like in my opinion, sound like how can I say this? Like in my opinion, if you gotta do all this just for you gonna have Van Dyke and most of these shows like this, at least answer questions. I tell in my opinion, just answer some questions because like in some things, right? I understand the reason why you didn't understand why you're doing it, but in my opinion, just in my opinion, if you're gonna do this and do that and stuff like that, just to want the show, at least try to make the episodes longer. just just to try to get more of the story, more of the plot, more up there. I think in my opinion because these short episodes we have for WandaVision was making it harder. It just was leaving out unanswered questions. So like, where's the beekeeper? What the store the bird was probably just for the kids. I think in my opinion, that what it said. It's the inverse. I am coming up with this one article right now. Okay, and let us read this article and see if this article got the same questions I do. Because like for me, if they got the same questions I do, I'm come on, come on now, come on. Share the screen, share the screen. Uh, yes. It's up. It's up. Um, Wanda just set a dangerous precedent for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's just see right now if I agree or don't agree. Because sometimes I might agree with them, sometimes I don't. Just while acknowledging his enthusiasm, I was about confused by the appeal at the Soul Gem. If you're not familiar with the notorious difficult and anemic on storytelling over the phone, on my buddy Ray about the game mythology that is told exclusively and long wall text containing information discovered from the in-game relics. For my friend, countless other Soul fans, it was the thrill of discovery, not the actual storytelling. That exciting. Okay, maybe I'm a Commodore, but I don't get it. But I think it's both just to hold back on storytelling in a medium as I talking about Dark Souls. I wound up mad on his behalf. None of the cool things he was telling me were in the game. The story ceased to be an adventure, only a paragraph for a wiki page. Okay, all right. I starting to understand he might not agree with some stuff. Okay, I understand that because he might agree, he might not agree with certain stuff. And let us try to continue reading. After watching the episode of WandaVision, I worry the modern cinema universe could be falling into a similar trap. Yeah, plenty of Marvel fans. Yep, that's the problem. That's the problem. The Marvel fans just stuff slide, but that's what this was Wonder Woman. Every everybody don't have the same energy. Everybody don't have the same energy. Dealing with this show. I understand. Yep, I was right. I was right. Over over 20 movies and with more on the way. A large portion of MCU fans are ravenous not for the story but the lore, and that is my opinion. Okay, and this is bad because you're supposed to be there for storytelling, just for the universe, not for just the lore, and that's bad. But in a blank to fill the scan YouTube an area explainers the origin of the MCU Celestials or the MCU timeline explained. It is bizarrely there are so many movies fans still asking so many questions. Yep, yep, I was right. I was right. Fans ask questions, but that's what. But but that's what time for on reviews. People don't keep the same energy though. People don't keep the same energy. because people were criticizing Wonder Woman 84 just for just for bad storytelling. And this is a series and it had bad storytelling in certain parts. I like the show. But the show but the show got storytelling problems, I think, in some opinion. Because like the beekeeper, I don't know just who he is. I don't know who Agnes working for. The man the man from like the sword, I find out last episode he wanted to he just want to put Vision back together just to, for something else, in my opinion. That he just used one energy just for himself as a weapon, which is bad because which was the reason why Tony didn't want to put a weapon in the hands of the government in the first place, because the government just want to use it from evil, and especially this man, because shoot, because he's on some, so you can't let $3 billion walk out the door. I said, man, please, you must be kidding. Because shoot, because you up in here, that was me. That me, I'm taking that by it. I'm taking it. Be to the government, I just don't trust y'all right now. I'm just gonna take that body. They come at criminal all they want to, but the government, I don't trust them. Not like in that one. In my opinion, you probably could have trust Nick Fury more than him, which is sad. Because like you supposed to be able to trust on both of them, but you can't trust this man for Shield. Just for sword, not Shield, but sword. Yeah, that new stuff. But weeks ago, after its premiere, spring of Homer's old sitcom, fans grew confused and frustrated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not the only one that was about that. I was confused. I was confused about it just until I got to the third. I I I got to like halfway in the first episode. Then shoot, I started to figure out some of the stuff. But but still, I mean that's kind of bad though. That's still bad though in my opinion. I said, oh shucks, I was, and the show was slow paced because the show was too slowly paced. The show should have had longer episodes. If it would have had longer episodes, I think in my opinion, that show would have been, it wouldn't it, it, it wouldn't have mean so much how can I say slow. It wouldn't be so slow, I think in my opinion. And my opinion, that's kind of bad in my opinion. Is the show so pacing and for the show still got questions dealing with answers, which is bad because you shouldn't be having um because you shouldn't have more questions than answers after episode after the season almost over and play you still got questions. That's bad in my opinion. But y'all might not agree with me on that. But tell me it's like it is bad, I think in my opinion, for you to have more questions than answers. I said, oh man. And I was right. If they wanted to answer to the mysterious front of them, they wanted yesterday for ended wire, ridicule complaining about the inconvenient weekly installments in response to four of the Wandavision isn't too slow. Everyone everyone forgot how to watch TV. I didn't forget because that means like I don't mind the weekly installments. That's not the problem. The problem is week after week after week of the show leaving more questions than answers after each episode. I think, in my opinion, is getting feel frustrated. I think, in my opinion, and some people, just in my opinion, just I hype it up too much, and just want stuff being the show is not in the show. They just should have waited. And some people spoil the show, but you know what I mean, like some of me, I'll work. I really didn't. I really didn't have no time to go spoilers and stuff like that. In my opinion, but that's just me. But this past week, episode 8, and previous history in Greece and obsessions over old sitcom reveal and splits the turn at plain as day. Sure there is mystery still lingering. Who is Pietro really? But the episode finally gave the large segment MCU fans that had demanded the show premiere lore. Okay. WandaVision heavy thoughts for a great show, previous on outstanding singular episodes. I would not say outstanding. Some of them are good, but so I would not say outstanding. But it's outstanding to you. I respect their opinion. But it gave the audience, most importantly, Wanda Elizabeth Olsen, Harper time to reckoning in facility, critiquing history and laws, hearing an event from $1 billion movie like Avengers and Ultron, and Infinity War got picked apart on a microscopic level, and design simply cannot happen in the movies. Not true. Not true. This is not true, man. They want to do it in the movies, but it's not true. You could do some of these in the movies. I don't get right. I don't get reason why people lying to us like you can't do it in the movies. Well, you could. And this made Disney Plus boom for the MCU almost like a monthly comic book streaming and unquestionably a perfect format for experimental, even slower paced narratives like WandaVision. Okay, the power of WandaVision is enough to even consider if there any point left to MCU films at all. Why bother for a 2 hour movie and you can do a 6 hour TV? Nope, nope. Certain characters just need movies and certain characters need shows, in my opinion. And you should try to do the movies just like the shows, in my opinion. They'll do that part one, part two movie, or number one, number two. Just try to build on. Don't try to put it on Disney Plus because y'all too lazy to put it in a movie. Here lies isn't a problem yet. It could be if no one is careful, relying on streaming service to pick up the slack. The movies for though. Thank you, because some people is movie people, some people is show people, and some people might be both. In my opinion, that's what I'm seeing. But I am seeing people being both. And it doesn't matter. It happened in movies. Appreciate it, Marvel. Man, some of these people is unbiased towards Marvel. These people is biased. It's biased. Ain't this some biased junk? These people biased. These people is biased towards Marvel. Man, come on now. Because that's what this was. Wonder Woman. This was a DC show. That there was a DC show. Just leaving answers. Just leaving. Just leaving more questions than answers. That these be the same people that would tear apart DC. That tear apart DC movies, shows, comic books, everything. These people just got a bias toward Disney. I think, in my opinion, because for me, if you judge a show, I judge a show. I judge a show on the same way I judge this show. I judge the same show that show. I get a show this grade. I let some of the stuff go. I'm just gonna do the same stuff for that show. I think, in my opinion, sound like it, and just like in my opinion, right? If you gonna do like WandaVision like a weekly thing, with and that's just sad because like the first two episodes seem like if they answer no questions unless you look closely at it. Sound like, in my opinion, if you gotta look closely at it, man, that's gonna be a problem. But sound like if this is bad, in my opinion, if you gonna have a show that is closely if you gotta have a show that do this that doesn't leave more questions than answers during the show, then plus at the end you gotta wrap it all up. I think the next episode might be a messy episode. I think, in my opinion, and for my biggest question is, where will the kids be? This my number one question. Is the kids real or not? Because like in my opinion, if the kids not real, if the kids not real, I won't be disappointed. Because like I already know that the stuff came from her mind and her emotions and stuff like that. But the thing is, if the kids is real, if one of the kids is real, I gotta have a real tough. I gotta have a real tough questions dealing with this. I gotta have a tough discussions with myself if this is real or not. Oh man, because like in my opinion, I just don't look like the way they did that last episode, and Monica Rambeau wasn't even in it at all, which I have a problem with because you have Monica Rambeau inside. How can I say this? You have her inside the hex and bubble inside Westfield. What is her purpose of getting Wandavision if you won't even go for Wandavision first? Or you won't try to find Wanda first. You try to do something else, which is bad in my opinion. If you gotta do that, because that's stupid. Because you can't be man, which don't make no sense. I think in my opinion, because you gotta do this and do that everything like that. In my opinion, now you can't be doing all that and expect to have a same good result. I think in my opinion, because you come in just as a mission, and you don't even try to do that mission when you first go in, because because you know the neighborhood because you've been there before. You've been there before because you know who bad. You pretty much know who good. You pretty much know who to trust. Everything like that since you've been there. And for you still telling me that you still telling me that you still how can I say this um for you still telling me that you still don't know where to go. That's messed up and that's bad in my opinion, which is stupid. I think in my opinion because you should know just where to go because like in my opinion, if like my opinion, if you don't know where to go as a yes as a soldier and to do your mission, that is a real bad look on Mark. And that man probably was right that she wasn't ready to come back. But the thing is, that that but the thing is, in my opinion, I actually like Monica Rambeau as a character, and she's supposed to be Proton, the new one of those superheroes, and one of those superheroes and stuff like that. I think, in my opinion. And let's just look up her power set because, like, I know she's a powerful character. I know she's supposed to be a powerful character, but I'm trying to figure out if she got me leading cosmic, which Captain Marvel, where is that gonna lead Captain Marvel? I think, in my opinion, because you gotta have this and have that. You got to have a plan for that, in my opinion, and that is bad. And plus, my next thing that and and for the next thing, just about to show that I just want to I just want to talk about is the Black Super is about WandaVision. How would you think that show the WandaVision grade? What would this be y'all grade in my opinion? In your opinion, what would y'all grade be? because like in Marvel Future, yep, and WandaVision discussion is I having right now. Because like my grade right now, just for WandaVision, it's a C minus. It could go become my grade was a D at first before a D minus before this episode came on, episode 8. This episode 8 boosted up just for a C minus. But the thing is, if y'all got problems with my grade and anything like that, which I think our grade should be, because my grade is a C minus based on the average storytelling. It's not really average, but it's not like constructed. It's not constructed real good just for a regular person to be able to come in. I think, in my opinion, come in and come out. I think, in my opinion, unless you saw the movies, and that just, in my opinion, what I think. What you, what I think, in my opinion, what it could be the problem. I think, in my opinion, because you didn't watch the movies, that some people might be confused on it, which is bad in my opinion. Like, you should make the show there for a normal person. Because like for me, right? If I didn't watch the movies, I wouldn't know who Wanda was. I wouldn't know who Vision was unless you kept track of it. And the title of the show kept it easy. But the thing is, but the thing is, certain stuff in the show leave more questions than answers. I think, in my opinion. But some people might not like me saying it leave more questions than answers. But you look at the whole season. The whole season, once the first episode shut off, questions. Second episode shut off, questions. Because it seemed like it piled more questions on top of another. In my opinion, it did. But if you don't think so, y'all can put just y'all opinion in the comments and anything like that down below. But should that just me, in my opinion, what I think? Because like, if y'all want to come in as a link, it and answer the question. This is my link right here. But just in my opinion, like, that's what I think it is so far. But it just me. And for the next thing that I will be discussing is Black Superman. It's Calvin Ellis or Valzine. Because like, in my opinion, you um should they make a Black Superman? Yet. Black Superman movie yet. But in my opinion, like, I will make it, but I will make it after, just after they make Henry Cavill Superman. I think, in my opinion, and Henry Cavill should be the Superman of the future. I think, in my opinion, because like, I just finna have it up. Let me see, right here. Should they make a Black Superman movie yet? Um, Not now, but I will make it like unless it's they're making a Henry Cavill Superman at the same time about Black Superman, be- because like they did say that it's supposed to be a multiverse. Because shoot, have me look this up to make sure I'm right. Can they say it's supposed to make it a multiverse though? I thought they said it's supposed to make it a multiverse because they might, if they make it like a multiverse Superman and not the main Superman that's supposed to be up in the same universe, then it's okay. But if you try to make that Prime Superman, that just won't look right. Because like the let me try to find. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Let me try to find that article. Hey, that was an article for that. Okay. Okay. I got it. I got it. Okay. Sharing the screen right now. Tanisha Coates writes a new Superman movie for Warner Brothers. The thing about me is, like, for me, I probably wouldn't do it yet because, like, for a Superman movie, I would how can I say this? I probably would make the Prime Superman first, Clark Kent Superman, at least two of those movies. Then, if you wanted to make the Black Superman movie in between, just as another universe Superman and stuff like that, I think, in my opinion, that would be good. In my opinion, if you can do that, because, like, in my opinion, if you can do this, a black, if you got time to write a Black Superman movie, find writers for that, then you got time to write a movie for Henry Cavill, which you should do, in my opinion. Like you should bring Henry Cavill. I think, in my opinion, and he is the good Superman. I think, in my opinion, he's a real good one. But some people might got beef with him. Some people might not like him personally, anything like that, which is dumb in my opinion. If you have something personal against the man, let's have that separate. Just from the movies, don't try to put your politics in it like that. Let's go for the movie and judge them fairly and not unfairly because you don't like them. So who should he coach to write a new Superman movie? Let's just look at the article and see. Right, for one. Okay. Then he did Black. From Black Panther was good. J.J. Abrams is producing the feature, which, according to sources, is being set up as a Black Superman story. Acclaimed Exodus and novelist Tahiti Cross have been hired to pen the script for for feature reboot of Superman, which will be produced by J.J. Abrams. Oh, shucks. He wrote the first Star Wars movie. I like that one, but the third one, because his Star Wars credit ain't good over here. He should just be producing. That's it. He shouldn't be no writer on that like that. And to be invited into the DC Extended Universe by Warner Brothers, Bad Robot as our honor, say Coates in a statement to shout and add to a website dedicated to African diaspora and arts. I look forward in adding meaningful adding to the legacy of America's most iconic mythic hero. Okay, okay, okay. You do got some research, which I which you which I do like to see, is a new, powerful, and moving Superman story yet to be told. Could be working with to help the story to the big screen, which is beyond thankful to the team and Warner Brothers for opportunity, said J.J. Abrams in the statement to Shadow and X. S&A. According to sources, for it being set up as a Black Superman story, there is something in the studio trying to wrap it in his head after months, if not a year, that Michael B. Jordan tried to develop a Black Superman project with his first arrival at the studio. With his deal in 2019, he did not go very far at the time, but according to sources, it's possible that studio could return to him the star down the line. Okay, down the line. I'm glad to hear it's not meeting these. Okay. Superstar author whose books we were years and power in American tragedy, and the beautiful struggles, the water dance, in between the world and me. If anybody could tell me these things good or not, it will be good. It will be good if y'all can tell me if it's good, in my opinion, because shoot, I just want to know if these things good or not. Kind of like it's kind of crazy to me. That's kind of crazy to me to know that he did books, write books, comics and stuff like that. And the kick for 2006 and Henry Cavill stepped into the role 2013 and 2016 banned 2017 in Justice League. This is DC known development. Under Abrams' expensive Warner deal, he has several DC series in the works for the streaming service. Okay. Justice League Dark and Constantine. I just hope those good too. The overall thing what I seen in here was the automatic thing what I'm seeing up in here is which I am seeing is oh man, I don't get it. But which I am seeing is like how can I say this? I am seeing I am seeing DC just doing this and do that everything like that. In my opinion, without sound like which is bad in my opinion. Be, because you should be thinking about your Superman that you got now. You should be thinking about what you got now, what Superman you got now, what story they gonna be doing with Henry Cavill, and think about his contract issues instead of you worrying about another Superman. I think, in my opinion, I like the idea, but the thing is, like you should be you shouldn't be thinking about this, that, and everything else in between. I think, in my opinion, what some people might not agree with, and some people will, but that's just me, in my opinion. But if you agree with it, okay. If you don't, okay. But that just me, in my opinion. When I think of the movie, everything like that, that that this Black Superman would not be how can I say, this Black Superman movie had to be good, because think about this, if this Black Superman movie ain't good, this set us back about 10 years, man. That would set us back 10 years that this movie not good. Not even halfway good. This movie got to be excellent, man. Because shoot, if this movie not good, that would that would give other people excuse to some you should have did the first Superman first. But the thing is, but the thing is, in my opinion, I agree with the people who say it shouldn't make a Black Superman first. But I understand the people who want it. But in my opinion, but just in my opinion, I just will make the I will make I will make the Clark Kent Superman first. His stories like in 2 or 3 movies. I'm kind of filming back to back. Then you make the then you make the Black Superman movie in between you making a White Superman movie. I think, in my opinion, And that will be better, and that will be more of a compromise, I think, in my opinion, to some people. And to me, you can make both, but that's what makes sure the Black Superman is up in his own universe, I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, if you're gonna have a Superman in his own universe, make sure the story good in that universe. Make sure the story, make sure the writing, make sure the setting, make sure the tone, everything is good. In YouTube, I will see. In YouTube, I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all next time. Just have a good day.